Hey there, improv tipsters. Welcome back to Improv Tips, where I and some of the best improvisers in the world give you improv tips and advice to make you a better, more confident, and happier improviser wherever you are in your improv journey. I am, as always, your host, Paul Vaillancourt. Let's begin. Today's guest improv tipper is Katy Chase. Now, she is the founder of Studio LOL, which is a kids improv theater that was a staple of the kids improv scene here in LA for 10 years. It has now gone online and is, if anything, is even more successful. Ding ding, you can check that out below. If you're a kid or you have a kid who might be interested in improv, you should really check it out. Now, Katy is absolutely delightful. She has studied at UCB and The Pit and UCB LA and the Groundlings. She has a ton of background. She brings it all together. And she really communicates in a very simple, clear way. She's used to dealing with kids. She also wrote this great, cool little free ebook about improv that I shared with my kids. Sometimes they don't know what I'm talking about, but they really dug this book. Check that out as well. Katy's tip today is really fantastic, and it really just cuts to the heart of the idea of play. When we talk about improv, we don't say, oh, I'm going to go work now. It's like, oh, I'm going to play in with this team, or I'm going to go play. Hey, do you want to play with us? Right? Play. And really, she really captures that energy, and she is absolutely delightful. Before we get to her tip, though, please consider liking and commenting on today's video, and also consider subscribing so you get the improv tips as they come out. But now, without any further ado, please sit back, relax, and enjoy Katy Chase.
Wow, thanks, Paul. Hi, yes, I have an improv tip. And it's an improv tip for grown-ups, even though I don't normally teach grown-ups. But it's a tip based off of my years of experience observing really young kids get really big laughs in the middle of their improv shows on accident. And it's this: approach the stage like a 5-year-old. Approach the stage like a 5-year-old. And I'm not talking about a 5-year-old who's trying to be funny, right? When we see little kids trying to be funny, a lot of like really unhelpful stuff comes up, like not listening to our partner, just quoting YouTube videos. Not talking about that. I'm talking about 3 things that I see really young kids do on accident that gets them those big, magical, joyful laughs. Those kids say the darndest things kind of laughs where we're all like, this is genuinely so fun and funny. I'm interested in what's going on there. How can we borrow some of that magic? So 3 things, and the last one's the most important, so stick with me. The first is that they're present. 5-year-olds are fully present when they stand on stage in these moments. They are there in their body. They're barely alive. They've really retained no information from my improv class. They're just there, ready to play. Blank slates, right? Open canvases. And the reason this is important is that it allows them those really fast reaction times, right? New piece of information comes in, boom, I have a response. No thinking before I'm speaking, things are just flying out, everybody laughs. They can only get those because they're not hung up on all this baggage of like, oh, I gotta get to my technique and I'm really gonna work out every nuance of this scene right now. They truly have no capacity for any of that. It doesn't exist. So if we can access that part of ourselves that's fully present on stage, very helpful. Number 2 is that they get into an imagination flow. We know this about young kids. It's very easy for them. They just play. They do it all day. It's no big deal. I've never taught a 5-year-old how to act, right? It's just like, hey, why don't you pretend you're at Starbucks? And they're like, yeah, okay, I'm going to pretend I'm at Starbucks. And they're just doing it. They're making coffee, they're smelling the smell in there, they're just in it. Very simple for them. The older kids get, the harder this is. Of course, as grown-ups, it's like the hardest because we move away from that easy breezy approach to just being in the imaginative world. It's a muscle, kind of needs strengthened. I've worked with kids from the age of 5 all the way through their high school years, and that becomes our work. It's like strengthening that muscle, that ability to just smooth right in. Okay, whoa, I'm really in this Starbucks. So that's number 2. Number 3, this is so important. They don't need or want a laugh. Not interested in a laugh. If they hear a laugh, it interrupts them. They actually don't like it. They sort of double down on whatever they're saying to make sure you take them seriously. Please stop laughing. No, for real. They really are not needy in this area. in these moments. So I don't know how we drum up as comedians an ability to not need a laugh. I imagine it has something to do with kind of channeling all of that energy and focus over onto our scene partner, right? I've been in a lot of scenes with 5-year-olds over the last decade, and I will get a lot of mileage out of just matching them in that intensity. Almost I have this energy of like, guys, audience, can we keep it down there? I really got to get to the bottom of this. I'm just really focused right here, right? I'm matching them in that need to make sure this isn't funny and that it's taken seriously. This, of course, makes a lot more laughter happen, and then we just keep doing that. So that is a trick. So those are the 3 things: being present, being playful, and not being needy. Very tall orders, and really typical improv advice, but to me, it helps to reframe those 3 things as like, just get on stage like a 5-year-old would, right? Access your 5-year-old when you step on stage, especially in a show environment, a performance environment. You've learned everything you're going to learn. Standing up and thinking about it is really not going to work to your advantage. It's going to slow everything down and make it weird. As will needing this to be funny, leaning into stuff and hamming it up so the audience really sees it, right? 5-year-olds in these moments are not doing that. So I hope this helps. I hope it gets you those kind of laughs where on the car ride home, your mom or your friend is like, oh, that was so funny in that scene where you were like, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, wait, no, tell me what happened. What was the scene? You don't remember. You were so caught up. You were so present, so fully immersed in your imagination, so not needing a laugh that the laugh happened upon you, interrupted the scene, the very best kind of laugh to get. So I wish that for you. I thank you for watching. Again, I'm Katy Chase from Studio LOL, and I hope this helps.
Hey friends, thanks for checking out the video. And if you want to hear a little bit more, check out one of these 2 quality videos. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe and follow us on social media. All the links are in the description down below. And let me know what you would like to see an improv tip about. Thanks for watching.